and welcome back to part 2 of Muddy Duck Country Crafts and how to light a fire. We are looking now at the fire and the fact that I've turned the burners down just to show you the difference. So when you left you had all the burners open. This has been going for about 45 minutes now. It's red hot, that I can't even keep my hand that close. It's really very hot. The idea is to keep the warmth but not burn all your logs or your coal so quickly. You want it to last as long as you can, and by doing this we need to reduce the airflow coming in through these two vents. The larger one on ours is at the bottom, which will be the same for yours, and what we generally do is we shut that so there's no air going in the bottom now. There may be some little cracks around the burner where some air's getting in, but that's totally shut off. Now we've got the top one, and I'm just going to shut that one, and you can see how the flames die right down. If we leave this shut, that will actually die right down and not necessarily go out, but it will die right down. What we like to do is just to leave a little bit of air going on there. And what that will do is you can just see that air is going down the front and it's just keeping that fire going. When you're putting more logs on, if you've got double doors, it tends to be a little bit more fiddly, because you have to make sure that no logs are falling out. The best log burner you can have, from my point of view, is a single door one. So use a glove, or this particular handle came with it, which you can just pull that up and open it. Or if you've got a glove, always have a glove, never touch it with your hands, you'll burn yourself. You can open up that door, then simply take your logs, and when you go to put your logs on, make sure you've got a poker with you, because you don't want to drop the log and it fall backwards. Just put the log on, or if you prefer you can put the glove on, push it on, and again make sure it's past this edge so it doesn't hit the glass. I'm going to just put that one on simply because that's going to burn now for about another 2 hours. The previous log burner we had a lot of gaps. It was a cast iron one, had a lot of gaps around the side, and we used to burn at least twice the amount of logs. So whereas a ton of logs used to last us probably about 3 weeks, 4 weeks, a ton now lasts us certainly 7 weeks. It's a lot better. When you retire for the night, you can just shut it all down. We put a few more logs on, and particularly in the cold weather, with the extra logs on and those vents shut down, it still keeps burning, it holds the heat in, and it's still warm. The house is still warm. 4 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, it's still warm, and when you get up you still think, did I leave the radiators on the central heating? No, your log burner is your best friend, and that's going to keep producing plenty of heat for you. So remember, watch your vents, don't leave them open all the time, because if you leave them open all the time it's going to burn your wood quicker. Use a good fire lighter. Obviously I suggest you use ours. And remember, make sure there's no sparks on the floor. You'll probably have bricks or slates in front of you. If you do have carpets, make sure there's no sparks on there. If you've got children, remember you'll need a guard around it, or pets, you need a guard around it. Other than that, enjoy your fire. And remember, you can go to our website, Muddy Duck Country Crafts, and you can find us on eBay and also on Facebook. We do postal deliveries of all the fire lighters. If you go on any one of those sites, you'll see what we can send to you at a very reasonable price.